Alrighty, a very good morning. It's 3 minutes past 11 this terrific Tuesday. Welcome to the Midday Show. My name is Ifunaya, and of course, this is Lagos Talks 91.3. I said earlier on, it's going to be a very exciting conversation that I'm having starting off the Midday Show today because I have the recently evicted housemates from BBNAIJA Shine Your Eye. Right next to me, the beautiful Beatrice.
Hello, people.
How's it going?
Good.
Yerins is over there as well.
Yeah, hello guys.
And Niyi.
Hey, what up?
Looking all bright in his yellow suit.
Thank you so much.
All right. First of all, we're super excited to have conversations with you. There's so many people that have been watching you for the few weeks that you were in the house, and they're super excited to ask questions as well. So if you're listening, please feel free to ask those questions. You can send us messages via WhatsApp on 0809-234-5913. I'll go over that line again, 0809-234-5913. So to start off, guys, how was your experience? I know you stayed there just for a few weeks, short weeks, but how was your experience in the BBNAIJA house?
It was, for me, it was sweet and terrible because it was difficult for me to vibe with the other housemates, and I needed time to understand them, and I didn't have the time to. So that was a terrible side of it. And the sweet side, I learned so many things. I learned how to live with people because if you check the second week, I was already doing well. So I learned good things too, and it was sweet and terrible.
All right, so a bittersweet feeling. Yerins, how about you?
Yeah, it was an amazing experience, just amazing people. I got to learn more about myself, learn more about, individuals, and just, the whole idea is a one in a lifetime experience, and it was amazing for me. It was amazing.
All right, Niyi, what about you, Zo?
Well, for me, it was the people. I was always looking forward to meeting new people and connecting with them. And I think I had a wonderful experience, yeah.
Now, speaking about new people, would you guys say that you cultivated relationships that you believe would last beyond BBNAIJA Shine Your Eye?
Yes, for me, I personally connected with a lot of people. I can name a few: Tega, White Money, Yerinsabraham, Sammy. The number just keeps going. I think it's only few people that we didn't connect in the house, and that's fine. It's normal.
Yeah. What about you, Yerins and Beatrice? Are there people that you connected with that you believe this friendship will go beyond BBNAIJA?
Yes. And the people that I did not connect with, I would like to connect with them once they come out of the house.
Okay. What about you, Yerins?
For me, every single person, different characteristics individuals, amazing creative people in general too. I definitely got bonded. I bonded with like so many of them. So many people in the house, so it was an amazing experience, and just the individuals too. Niyi, White Money, even Angel was an amazing person too. Okay. So I really bonded with them, and yeah.
All right, fantastic. Let's get into a few things that happened in the house. Beatrice, let's start with you. The Wildcards. Did you really understand what Biggie meant by there are Wildcards in the house, that they were fake housemates?
At first, when Biggie was making the announcement, I did not listen because I was just like, okay, it's the normal welcome housemates and the normal announcements. So I was not really paying attention. But later, I heard the housemates talking. They were talking about it. So I heard them talk about the Wildcards, and so I decided to just catch cruise with it. So I was catching cruise, and then whatever happened.
And even when they were about to announce who the Wildcards were, you were adjusting your outfits because the cruise hadn't ended.
I was just adjusting my jacket.
So do you think that was a bit annoying, or a whole lot of annoying, especially to the housemates?
I think it was annoying, but I would still say I was catching my cruise and I enjoyed it.
Okay, you enjoyed it. Now,
enjoyed it.
Speaking about catching your cruise, there are people that felt like your character, your personality wasn't really shining in the house. It seemed like you were a bit, should I use the word lackadaisical, about engaging in things that the housemates were doing. Like at the beginning, when everyone was talking about themselves, you were just lying down, and they had to be asking you questions. So what would you say about people feeling like you're not really doing much in the house?
I was just observing people. You get? So I needed time to know people before I start telling them whatever I needed to tell them. I just needed little time. You get? I was just observing people, nothing else.
How long would you have wanted to be observing people?
Maybe 3 months.
So did you have any plan before you got into the house? Like, what did you want your personality to speak getting into the house?
I had no plan before I entered the house. But when I got to the house, I had plans. Yes.
And what was that plan?
Are you sure you want to see it?
I think, of course, I would like to know what the plan is.
I just wanted to scatter ships, destroy ships.
Fantastic.
Do you understand?
Now, speaking about those ships, would you say that Marie and Pere, they're one ship that you wanted to scatter? Were you into, because we saw what happened during that Truth or Dare, right? We saw how Pere was, romancing you very passionately, and clearly Maria wasn't having it. She didn't like that. So do you think that he was trying to use you to make Maria jealous?
Yes, I think so.
Did you fall for him?
I did not fall for him. I was playing along.
What do you mean by you were playing along?
Because I wanted to play him too.
Wow. So do you think, because you know how it is in the house, right? You're there in the confined space. It's just a few people. You don't know what's going on in the outside world. It's very possible that emotions will run high. So do you think that you would have been able to stay or stick with your plan of, I'm just going to be playing this game till the very end? You don't think you would have caught feelings?
No.
At all?
No.
Oh, wow, you're a hard babe.
Yes, that.
Fantastic. Now you're in the house, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got everyone Googling the word polymath.
Yeah.
So like, how did you get yourself to the point where you're like, you know what? I will be, so multifaceted that I'm going to be delving into different things at the same time, and just describe to people what really polymath is.
Yeah, so basically, growing up, I've always struggled with who I am, because I was this guy that was interested in multiple things, but at the same time people just want to know you for just one particular thing. And that was just something that I really struggled with throughout secondary school. And when I got to university, I just had to research on people that are like me. And then I came across this Leonardo da Vinci, and then I just I saw the term polymath for the first time on him. They called him a polymath. And I then did more research on the word, and I just embraced it, because I've always been looking for that one word to describe me, because it's very hard. I know, there is, people can describe you as a doctor, an artist, and immediately people just see you that person.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be known as that person. So, that's when the whole idea of polymath came from. And, getting into the house, my idea it's not like I'm just like calling myself polymath, but just to preach the word. I see many people, the idea of polymath is just being a generalist, a renaissance person, not just confining yourself into one particular thing, whether be it knowledge or profession. So getting into the house, I knew that I had this opportunity to preach the word and make people who actually feel like they are those kind of people, if just young people all over, especially in Nigeria. You ask them, what are you doing? And when they say they are like they're studying mass comm, you tell them, they also want to tell you that I also do makeup, or I also do I'm so into fashion also. But like, it's a little bit awkward explaining all those things, because people yes. So like, I just want people to like say, oh, I'm a polymath, then okay, yes, now I want to be interested in those small things you do, but I already have an idea of the kind of person you are. So that was just the idea that I had going into the house. Not just basically me wanting to be a polymath, but to preach the word and make people know more about it, and just to embrace it and say more about, tell themselves that they're polymaths and all that. Yeah.
All right. Now, speaking about the kind of person that you are, because you mentioned that before getting into BBNAIJA, had you been watching the other seasons of BBNAIJA?
So not really.
So did you know before getting into the house the type of content that would be expected from the contestants?
I knew about Big Brother Naija. I grew up, I remember there was a period they didn't want me to watch that show because I was not up to the age,
Yeah.
And also, like, I've watched seasons of Big Brother Naija US, Big Brother Naija Canada, and I know how it works. It's a game, but unfortunately, in Nigeria, it's not much again. It's more of drama. That is the part that we like. And of course, I was going to like end up eventually being part of that, eventually. But I took my time to actually, to like get into the whole vibe, and at that time it was already too late for me, so that was my case. But at the same time, I had an idea what Big Brother was, but in Nigeria they probably want a particular thing which at the time I spent, they didn't get to see those parts of me.
So what, because you said you would you knew that eventually you would be part of the drama. So what dramatic twist did you have in mind to bring to get people to, veer towards paying attention to you?
So first of all, I have it's not like I'm boasting or anything, but I can get any girl I want.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not anything.
Fantastic.
It's just what I know I can do. But at the same time, I'm just someone that I don't like to hurt people, and I can't do something in like just to make someone feel bad or something like that. So I felt like, if I see that, okay, this relationship, everybody is just faking it, I can go in and actually like try to like pinpoint one another. And also like just, there are some girls that I got interested in one girl, and then I was already starting to get interested in one other girl, and then so I felt like just
please, can you be specific?
No. When I say interested, it's not like
no problem, but we just want to know
or something. It's just probably
but
I like this girl. I like to know
what
more
are
about
their
this
names,
girl.
please?
So the first girl was liquorose.
Okay.
Yeah. I was the first person she talked to in the house, and we really bonded. We talked about really cool stuff that I don't really see much girls talking about. It was rap music.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, so we bonded, and then we kept on talking and all that. And after a while, I went up to her and told her I like her. And then she was like, I was like, saying I like her and all that. And she was like, yes, are you asking me out? And I was like, yeah, but I did that. And then she was like, no, we'll be friends forever. No, she
friend zoned you, is that what it is?
Not really, but I took a step back. If I pushed harder, I think everything would have been great.
You have applied pressure, but would you have applied pressure?
Not really, because before then, I saw the whole chemistry. I don't know if it's chemistry, but like, okay, so this is how it works. Me and her will be talking, and Emmanuel walks by and she feels some type of way, and then she calls Emmanuel or something, or she and Emmanuel is talking, and I walk by and she feels some type of way. So that was why I just noticed that, okay, Emmanuel likes this girl, I like this girl, let me go tell her I like her, and let me see where her head is at. And she was like, she likes Emmanuel, she likes me and all that. And I was like, okay, so I know that Emmanuel likes you and all that. And that was the whole back and forward. But like the next day, I just, Emmanuel applied pressure, and I just took a step back and just let. So
who was the other person that you started liking?
The person is Peace. She was very interesting. We had a very long conversation. We were really talking. I think she's a nice girl. She told me her story, every single thing, and she's an amazing person. I just wish I got to know her more, and we got to connect to a particular level. Yeah.
Now, speaking about relationships, Niyi, let's talk about you being a married man on the show.
Yeah.
Now, just taking a look at past editions of BBNAIJA, a lot of times it seems like most people that they get into the house are either people that are single, ready to mingle, ready to have some fun, to give us drama, to give us content.
Yeah.
And we have seen also in the past where a certain married participant, had some sort of ship in the house with another participant of BBNAIJA.
Yeah.
Now, with you getting into the house as a married man, and I know that are you one year yet into your marriage?
Yes, I'm 1 year.
So you're 1 year into your marriage.
Yes.
And people sometimes feel like if you get into the BBNAIJA house with the expectations and the type of content that BBNAIJA puts out, you might be putting your marriage in a compromising situation. So when you got into the house, or before you got into the house, did you by any chance feel like you would be putting yourself in a compromising position, knowing that there will be, beautiful girls there, you're going to be in the house for such a long time, you will not see your wife for such a... Did you ever feel like you were putting yourself in a compromising position?
Yes, I knew that it was going to be a tough situation for me because I am married and happily married at that. So the thought process was not really if it was going to be much of a problem. It was the fact that I really wanted to show myself and who I was as a person. Then whatever came, whatever threatened my marriage wouldn't have been an issue because I wouldn't have allowed that to happen, regardless of, the game or the content. Let me say that, the content that was expected of me. So initially, my game plan was actually to go in and form a single guy to the housemates.
Interesting.
Yes.
So what happened?
I don't know. It's just the connection I had with the guys. That whole the guys getting into the house first and how we vibed and everything. I just felt, listen, I can't really just tell these people this. Let's play a fair game, and I'm still gonna beat them to it. But yeah, it's what it is.
So people felt like you were also a bit laid back. Would you say it was because you were married that you didn't really bring out, your character or your personality when you were in the house?
Well, no, not at all. I am a pretty laid-back person. That's how I roll, and that's how I've been. And I think I still had my epistle in the house because I had like 4 fights before.
Yeah. We're going to get to that a particular fight I would like for you to just give us more information about.
Yeah, I think, I was, a bit unlucky. The whole Wildcard thing played, on me. And it was just one of the persons I wasn't connecting with the house. And we had a fight before. So it was the situation for me.
Now, I want to know, because one major highlight of BBNAIJA is food.
Yeah.
People that love to eat, all the food that they've just been cooking. So what happened between you and Cross? Regarding food.
So, we were 10 guys and we contributed our abeg naira to buy bread and other things. Yeah. And we bought 3 loaves of bread. So Goma was the one who kept the bread for safety and all of that. I was like the 7th person to go get bread from him in his HOH room. And when I got the bread, later that evening, I heard him telling someone, I can't remember who, that Niyi and Sammy finished the bread. So that actually triggered me, but I didn't react immediately because I didn't just want to. Then the next morning, I now heard Cross saying the same thing to Sammy. So he was like, Sammy, you finished the bread. And I know once he said Sammy, he was going to call me next. I didn't just want to wait for that shit. So I just told him, no, I don't want you to associate me with bread. That was what our fight was about. So
now the fight was not really about the bread. Is that what you're saying?
It was more about the bread because now they're saying that we finished the bread. And I'm like, how do you quantify us finishing bread? Like people got 7 slices, 6, 5. So how do you say we finished the bread? That was my situation with him.
Okay, so now what is your situation with him right now?
I don't have any situation with him. I apologized to him in the house and I told him I'm sorry because while I was at the argument, I probably said some things that came out wrongly. So I apologized with him in the house. I don't have any problem with him at all. So everything is fine.
All right, fantastic. Now, just taking a step backwards a little bit, Beatrice, someone asked a question on WhatsApp. Someone is asking what your state and your local government and your town, in fact, they're asking everything about you. State, local government, town.
Okay, I'm from Elime local government. Elime local government, that's Aleto Elime local government, and from River State. So,
and the way he's asking, it seems like maybe he might be interested. So my question now is, coming out of the house, have you gotten any random proposals on social media? Anyone saying, Beatrice, I want to marry you, or anyone saying, Beatrice, I want you to be my girlfriend? Be honest.
I've not checked.
You haven't checked? Oh, you haven't checked your DMs?
I haven't.
Now, speaking about DMs, guys, were you surprised coming out of the house and seeing the growth on your social media platforms?
Yeah, it's kind of like magic, It's just like there is this wand, ta-da! Yeah, it's amazing, You get to, I was like, will these people like this? But it's, people just relate with your story and they just, even the word polymath, oh my God, people just, it's everywhere. And I'm really grateful for that. People just, the love is massive and I'm really grateful for that. That's amazing.
Maybe when I came out, they were like, oh, okay, you're verified. I was happy that, okay, I'm verified. Can I see? And then, oh, your page is down, and then we're working on it. It really affected me, but it's fine because we are still working on it. But I really want my verified page back.
Okay. Hopefully we'll come back.
Yeah, I was very happy, not just about the following. When I saw the numbers, I was really, really happy that I actually played myself, who I am in the house. So it was really important that I was myself to attract people who would accept me for who I am. So I was happy with the numbers, and yeah, we move.
I like that we move. Now, have you guys seen shocking things about yourself that your fans, or should I say the trolls, are saying? What is the most shocking thing that you've seen about yourself on social media since you got out?
Hey, what should I do? Hey, I don't want to come out and then I start seeing all those negative comments and all that, but I came out and I'm still in shock. Like, the love,
Yeah.
The love is just too much. I feel I don't deserve it. Like, what did I even do in the house? Like, I didn't do anything. I was just there catching cruise and doing what I was just doing. But the love is too much. It's too much. And I really appreciate everyone.
Now, before we get to you, Yerins and Niyi, speaking about what did you do in the house, I remember there was this scuffle that you had with Peace, right? It was a little argument. I think it was during when you guys were preparing for one of your challenges, right? And you stormed off. Some people said it was a bit too dramatic. But just taking a look at the progression of your character in the house, was that you standing up for yourself, or was that you just trying to bring drama to the table?
No, I was just being myself. I was angry with Sammy because it was not even Peace. I had the issue with Sammy, not Peace. Peace was the head of house, so that was how she got involved. But it was me and Sammy, and I regretted. I had to come back I came back and I apologized to them.
So why did you apologize though?
I apologized because Big Brother gave us a task and we were supposed to do it together. So I had to just go back and say, guys, I'm sorry. But I was not happy that I went back.
Yeah.
You understand? I was not happy that I apologized. I regretted it. But it was something that I needed to do just for peace to reign and for the task to move smoothly.
All right. So, Yerins and Niyi, what is the most shocking thing that you've seen about yourself on social media?
Well, for me, it's Mr. Married Man, go back home now. Go and carry your wife. And, you know, so those trolls, I actually see them and I'll be like, wow, these are actually good trolls. Like, if you literally see me and you tell me that you can go and meet your wife now, I think it's a good thing. The love is what has really, you know, amazed me the most. Like, people, it shows that this country, people are still concerned irrespective of other people's view, and the numbers actually supersedes the whatever thing they call trolls. So yeah, it's really hasn't been an issue for me. What else have I seen? That I'm laid back. Of course, I'm laid back. I can't. So that's it for me. It doesn't really mean anything.
What about you, Yerins?
Okay. So positive and negative. Positive is the love that I've gotten. You know, that's amazing. That is amazing. I am grateful for that. The negative is Twitter trolls. It's crazy. You know, someone said I should go for cowbell competition. Yeah, and other stuff too. But at the same time, you know, even like last night, someone called me around 11 and told me that Black Bones is subbing me on Twitter. Like, it's crazy, you know, people, all those stuffs. But there's always going to be negative and positive, and you know, but I don't take the negative too hard. You know, the positive, I don't let it take too much of me.
Exactly.
Just keep it balanced and just be me.
All right, guys, we need to wrap this up. But before that, I always play a game when I have the housemates in the studio with me. Now, today's game is going to be who is most likely to. So I'm going to throw out a statement, and you need to think about one housemate that is currently in the house, or amongst yourselves as well, who is most likely to do that thing. Okay? Now, please, I don't want you guys to wait for each other to say it. You need to just say it. I just need you to say the person's name out so that you don't have to be influenced by another person's pick. Okay?
Wildcard influence.
So are you ready?
Yes.
Fantastic. First is this. Who is most likely to stay up all night arguing with internet trolls?
Sammy.
Arin.
Maria.
So Maria, Sammy, and Arin. All right, fantastic. Who is most likely to remain so calm in the craziest situation?
Beatrice.
Okay.
I would say Sasuke.
I'll say me. Yerins.
Okay. Who is most likely to, and check this, and you have to think deeply, who is most likely to run on Awolowo Road stark naked for 10 million naira?
I would say white money.
I will say white money too.
And finally, who is most likely to win BBNAIJA Shine Your Eye?
White money.
White money.
I love it, guys. So what are we expecting from you moving forward?
So moving forward for me, it's to, show my business side. And I have my own gaming platform, LXJ. It's a fantasy gaming platform. I'm pushing that right now.
Okay.
Also, the entertainment side, I want to go into acting, modeling, you name it. I love everything that entertainment has to offer me.
Okay.
I also do rap. I did a couple of raps years back, and I want to get fully involved. Touch my hands everywhere I can for the mullah.
I love that. All right, Yerins, what about you?
Yeah, for me, I've been working on some things before I got into the house, and now I'm just going to take a step back, think about everything, plan it all well. But I'm going to go into fashion, music, arts, and one after the other, and just create masterpiece from all of that. And then maybe in the future I'll go into medicine and do some research. I'm really interested in neuroscience, how the brain works, and all that. So I'm just going to work on these things. I'll be coming forward with a few amazing plans probably by next week. For now, I just want to take my time and get all ready before I do that.
Fabulous. Beatrice.
I would like to expand my brand, because what I do now is my clothing brand. I have a clothing brand already, and we are out of stock at the moment. So we are creating new clothes for now.
Okay.
And I don't even have anyone to wear.
Okay.
So we are creating new one, and then what we are creating now is not just for girls alone. We are creating for models, for girls, for any type, anybody type, everybody, for guys too. And then my modeling agency, we are done with the site, and then we are still very soon we'll start registering people. And then I would like to go into acting, action movies, modeling.
Interesting.
I am open for anything. I am open for everything, but I'm just talking about my own personal brand.
Yeah.
You understand? Like my Nganga by Beatrice is called Nganga by Beatrice. Nganga means beauty.
Of course.
Yeah, Nganga by Beatrice, that's my clothing brand. So very soon we'll be coming up with good designs. You understand? For everybody. Anybody.
All right. Catering to everyone. All right, guys, it was a pleasure having conversation with you. Thank you so much. And I wish you the very best. Looking forward to all these beautiful things that you've mentioned that we should be expecting from you. It's 11:30. That's all I have on the conversation today with the BBNAIJA housemates that were just evicted. Now, for more amazing content about BBNAIJA and about reality TV shows that you love, ensure that you're tuning into Reality Radio Fridays at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Talk about all things reality TV shows. It's still the midday show. My name is Ifunaya. Stick around.
We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.